The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time.
Alright, Purple Nation, welcome to In the Meantime bonus episode 9. I think we're entitled Last Stick Band. So while I ponder where that could possibly be about, I'll take the time out to big up the patron, them and the members of the channel, Purple Nation as a whole. Give thanks to everyone who lock in for the premiere right now, and give thanks to those who even catch it after. And give thanks to everybody who, who type in Zion, for help with the algorithm in the comment section. And for everyone who left them views and them opinion, whether them agree with me or not, just overall, just give thanks. Big up on yourself. Speaking of which, some fans are giving me feedback. I know my welcome feedback. So based on the last episode, where it was more than clear, so me express say, boy, me not gonna ever separate myself from my African ancestry. But me understand the concern, but as you know, the old saying goes, people are always have a problem if them just directly committed to misunderstanding you. That's how you go. Who know me, know say, all views welcome over here, sir. Because I reason over here, sir. I'm going to listen to everybody with the intention to learn, or that they might say something that can change my perspective. Me welcome that, Yeah, man, me listen people like everybody, me listen everybody like them can teach me something. Me no reason for win, me reason for learn or unlearn. You know, say me I tell nobody go suck them mother, or in a tracing match with nobody. Me do whole heap of, say right? Me never had a look on it away there. In a whole heap of my interaction there, me dead if you see it for yourself, not take my word. People are committed to misunderstanding me. I go always exist. Me come to terms with that. Remember how long me telling you, about people were dead just a wait for me if you say something. When them can use to discredit me. For example, like the youth to ask me why me I sell my book them if me real. I want to help people. If me mean it, say me want to help people. I mean just love him, make him talk. And then me just tell him, say, why so like you read nothing, And then him start name out, be a book, I'll show a book him and name out. And when me cut him, I ask him if him get them free. A Sabah in a park, cricket. Them people in every comment section. In every episode. You know how much of them, me see it say, yo, this person have 40 comments on this channel. And none of them never favorable, yet none of them is never a good opinion. What that say? Me see all man where I say, boy, you're the first time me a comment, but me have to disagree, which is completely fine, that good with me. But try no say. You have to understand psychology and how it expose your true intent before you say nothing. Learn that. Make me myself take the time out right now, for sure now. What we know to do when secretly all no one do approve say me one biggie that. Me go show now if you do it. So you can feel better. Next time, don't start off with a fuss me a comment. Left that off of your thing. Because it bring up the question of why the program they about very much here. And the first time you comment is a disagreement. Which again 100% good with me. But for the show they about so long, your first comment is a disagreement. It shows say when you agree and can't find no hole in the argument or arguments where you can walk, go in, go counteract it. You stay quiet until you find where you consider the right time. Because something about Purple Nation intimidate you. But just a name out a possibility, But if I saw, alright, here you deal with the intimidation. Where I feel. When you hear or see me, Stop picture the physical thing where you consider as me and picture the formless energy where I use where you think of as me. The energy where they bought long before that me they born. And I got there long after that me they will give you trouble or intimidate you. Gone. That way they know where you consider as my brilliance, I got easier to cope with. I get used by your energy or force where intimidate me too. You really think you fight me one day, so I fight to educate people who are fight for staying at them ignorance? And we even kill me if you try to do it. I wish me could have fool and ignorant sometime, you fuck. And the intimidation thing, they make enough team or group can't work together, you know. For example, a husband can't teach them wife nothing, you know. And vice versa, you know. So I just give everybody who I try to work with anybody at all the same advice. Don't picture your business partner, family member, or spouse in them physical representation. Because that's how your ego get caught up on. And make you feel like them try to control you. So you rebel and miss the value in a way God that try to show you through them. Just focus on the spirit of, for example, I use your husband. If you tell you something, mama. Because if, for example, your husband dead, the same spirit are going to manifest in our cousin, in our auntie, in our sister, or a brother, or some other family member, or some best friend. It's not partial. Yeah, man, enough people are waiting and watch. Me call them the wait watchers from now. Them are wait and watch, and me I watch them a wait. For the right opportunity to bring down Purple Nation. Anyway, let me know. You know, let me know if you know want me stop answer or interact. Just type in stop if you stop or continue if you continue. And fuck it, anything gonna say.
In the meantime,
Gangsta is purple. I tell you family say that. When we say purple, we mean that.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services. Yeah, man, them deal with all things immigration in Canada. Them are the greatest thing. Just call Renaissance at 437-703-1147 to 8 and the consultation is absolutely free. And please remember, say if you're in America and you hear about Renaissance Immigration and say you want a service like that, don't panic, you know what I mean? There is Louis Law Professional Association. And like me always say, when the whole graveyard of immigration crosses are run you down. Yes, Louis Law can put a stop to it. Them deal with things like visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers and all matters related to immigration in America. Call them now, 954-530-1717.
in the meantime.
Kalanga tell them say a rasta around the world, a curly locks around the world. You have to know that.
You know how much businessman I have known and I've seen that has been killed and no operation launch. You never hear a word from the police, a word from the MP, a word from the council about it, but yet two bumbleclad dirty gal, two Jezebel gal. One where they say the police killing a Kingston, Danali, and it's a dirty one and dead. And the only bumbleclad claim to fame is said that they are social media influencers when they are not but fucking exalted pussy sellers. And them get the attention. And them they on CVM. And them they on TVJ. And them they on talk show. And them they on fucking YouTube. And them every bumble clock what they are talk about. But yet people who contribute to society then dead and they hear not about it. We're fucking gone as a country. I'm a vex about it. Operation launch for bumble clock man who then say probably kill this a girl who never employ a soul from the day she pussy clock man. But yet my father employ 6 somebody. Yet then have an employ 8 somebody. Yet countless businessmen employ thousands of bumble clock people and spend millions of dollars a year time and no bumble clock justice to them. Me best about it.
In the meantime.
Alright, purple people, that section I name Insta Meantime. This is a section now where when we make certain posts, you know, on my IG, which is at curlylocks_ the voice box. And based on the interactions, me come here so now come, you know, review the post. So the voice note they want to hear a while ago I come from a post I make recently. So the brother want to hear a cuss now is a man where Bex over the Prober police launch, you know, for the person where them say allegedly kill, who them describe as an influencer, a girl named Slickiana, yeah. Who them find float in a sea where they. So you must say how easy them type of girl, and he mentioned Danali to how easily them get attention. And yet them not really react to fame father that who is a businessman who contribute positively to society. So I'm gonna read a few reaction, you know, to the post now. You know, the post was captioned, "What's your view?" That's the only thing me said. That's my caption. So I'm going to read, some reactions now. All right, so MI55Y_locks, I say, boy. No, sir, the man's on earth. It shows his cognitive reasoning skills were balance. There's a way to make a point without disrespecting the dead. DJ_Freshie say 100. And some hand clap emoji. Tony_Holic say this ain't it, to be honest. The Rapture 32 say, wow, sounds like he didn't receive any love from his mother. And MZ Nice said the notion that someone who is a social media influencer is somehow a less productive member of society than businessmen is concerning. Investigation and emphasis should be placed on all violent crimes. But this post suggests that it's either or. And that's not the case. Alright, so the last one I'm going to read now is, it come from a brother with name Cash is Real 19. Fuck with this at @curlylocks_ the voice box. Because a woman sells sex, that mean her life is not worthy. As a businessman, the government should place emphasis on investigating murders. However, these two young ladies who lost their lives to violence did not deserve it. Some men in Jamaica scam because there is barely any good jobs for them to live comfortable and sustain their families. Some women sell sex in Jamaica for the same goddamn reason. Men scam. I am highly disappointed in you at @curlylocks_ the voice box for posting this video. So comment kind of long, but you can go check it out for yourself from my page. But in the last part, the comment, him end up give me an ultimatum. I say, boy, lastly, it would be best to delete this post. But it's up to you, bro. If I come back to your page tomorrow and this post is still here, I have to unfollow. Then you not go on about your bumbuckler business, virgin? Me not like impulsive people. We're just ready for debate and live them life. I look for somebody for fight. So them can feel like them exist. Me not rate people when I think before them talk. You not new to me. Me know the energy where you are follow all of my life, you know. The caption on the post say, what are your views? That no express. Me no express no opinion about the situation. Purple Nation, so we have a laboratory, you know, where it's a live example of everything we write about in the planet Earth. Everything we are shown no, from even way before the program I start. Here is a live example of somebody. Are the people when we call the great assumers. Say them know what you're going to say even before you say it. You never talk to them people yet. We cut you in the middle of a sentence and say, like, me know what you're going to say, man. Them have a strong opinion about everything. And a no say. Them not have 90% of the information where them really need in order to come to the conclusion where them come to. And them go hold on for them opinion there, you know. As gospel, you know. And you can't tell them nothing. And a narrow view of reality, you know, imagine them use and cut off people, you know. And not deal with all them mother, them brother, them sister, them cousin for all 25 years, you know. Even if they deal with them, they have them up in their heart, you know. Because them have it to them right and them not have a clue. So them don't know one fuck. You don't have a clue, say, unrealistic expectations. You don't have from them kind of assumption, yeah. And that make us so emotional and unforgiving and bitter and have up much people. At this, the writing of the foundation of every conflict we have in our life. If we understand, so we don't know enough to make certain conclusion, what we make, we live better. But we ego tell we say, we don't have no time for learn shit. I'm sorry for someone, you know. I don't know, so I'm going to tell you, know. So there's always a lot more than what we think in every situation. So even though it can be, though must be, that him never get no love from his mother. It can sound like that, but we are here. I grieve. People are normally rational when them grieve. Me can't tell you that. But while him deliver it away, a whole heap of way must say it's true. I just how him go about it. Him say them are exalted pussy sellers, which in many cases are true, but not all. You can't say that. Yeah, you can't generalize. But you know, me understand because why humans do that, you know, because of how we interpret reality and why. Remember what Planet Earth telling you know? How the human mind function is like with us. Everything get a small story where become it reputation, then it get a label and then it get put in a box there. And then we have unrealistic expectations, you know, from these labels. Me agree say it might not sound good. And if him don't know the girl them personally, him can't say that. And me don't know if him know them either. Me and you don't know if him know them either, you know. You don't see how much in this? You see how much things we have to factor in? So let's say him don't know them. It's not right, but that's how his mind work. If the reputation of the typical female with the influencer status is glorified prostitution, or just prostitution on another level, anybody will wear the uniform or do any kind of thing we associated to brand influencer. Am I saying it is right? No, me I say it is so. Am I saying these two girls are whore? No. Condolences to the families of these girls, by the way. No man have no right to take them life like that, no matter where them do. Let me make that clear. I mean, nah, say these girls are whore. I mean, nah, say that them not. Me don't know them. But because of the profile of the typical person in our line of work there, Mr. Man just put the whole of them in the same box. So if you're willing to wear the uniform, you have to just willing to take the criticism. It coming like one of my favorite Dave Chappelle joke. Dave Chappelle I say, this girl I come over sexy with titty head up to turtleneck a go. And he go say, yo, you're sexy, you know. I'm a paraphrase, of course. And mama go say, oh, no, because I'm dressed that way, you come tell me, say, me, want at my whore. And for make she understand the dog, I say, boy, imagine now me I walk around in a police uniform. And somebody run up to me and say, Jesus, thank God you come. The pussy run gone around there, so. And then if you look on them and say, boy, not because I am dressed this way, does not mean I am a police. I see him way, so somebody with locks and say, call the Ras. And him good as so good. Him lifestyle and a Rasta. And to the brother in the voice note, me understand how you feel, and while me understand that, you kind of have to understand. Despite how you feel about them two women, yeah, them famous. And the media on a whole, mainstream or otherwise, I go prioritize what is famous because it make them business work. I always say this for In the Meantime over the years. As Tamagramma in the comment section did make a similar comment. My advice to you, my brother, and everybody who listen, think before you talk, and talk to yourself about where you think before you talk it.
In the meantime.
60 King of the Purple Nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
Alright, the VIP comment coming to In the Meantime at this time is coming from Rashid McLean 101. Him say, bless Vice Box, big up Zion every time. I have a bit of stale news, but I want your opinion on the recent banning of music that promotes violence, witchcraft, drug use, and him put Mali in a bracket. I also need your opinion on the whole Kanye West controversy regarding the Jews. I really think Kanye West is sick. He is just a walking contradiction who is doing too much now. From slavery was a choice to white lives matter. It seems to me, like you always say, he's like one of those people who speaks a lot of truth. Read from one of those people who wants every truth to be true all at once and to be credited for good and evil simultaneously. Please give your view. Alright, now start off with the band first. I'm glad that you said stale news. Alright, the general consensus or me get our feedback then from most people is that the band no make no sense. Because nobody no listen radio again and traditional media. People can just go on Spotify or just go anywhere online and just get these things same way. So the band useless, which to some extent I can agree. Alright, so recently I do an interview with Senator Damian Crawford. My brethren Damian Crawford, alright. So I'm going to play like a segment of it because most people in a certain sector, you know, I reflect the same sentiments or similar sentiments to Damian. This is an interview with me and Damian and Simon Kraskill. And about that course, make you hear the beep them. And just because when I play, I got be excerpts from the interview. Meaning pieces when I take out from the whole thing. And at the beep, I use and separate these pieces. So in the interview, I said there is a causal relationship between music and violence. And Damien I said not no go so. Alright, see it.
In the meantime.
Patrick Gaynor, aka Curly Locks, is one half of Twins of Twins. Probably one of the more clever in recent times. And Damian Crawford
you know, the broader issue is never yet addressed. That is what I observe, and I know why. But
the broader issue would be what?
The broader issue in terms of the root of everything. You can't just apply discipline in one particular area and expect it to really work. But the problem is that the problem is profitable in all areas. And if truly you are to stop the problem, then you lose money. That is how business set up.
Wow.
You understand?
Let me bring in Senator Damian Crawford.
So in my opinion, there's a bias because all the research I've read suggests that this causal relationship does not exist. 80% of the murders in Jamaica are by the gun, not by a CD. So therefore, the government is incapable of stopping guns from coming into our shores or to get them off the street after they've come into our shores. That's not King's doing. So therefore, the availability of that as a weapon has a greater impact.
So is it hypocrisy, or does it need a broader approach than just a ban?
What the government can do is to do nothing. So because there is a problem, they're going to do what they believe that the public, and 82% of the last search polls suggest that they believe that music contributes to crime. So in that case, the government will find great public support in attacking music.
But you have a practitioner on the other line who says there is a correlation.
And that is the reality of opinion. Criminal activity is an internal dissidence that a person actually have and act on it.
But culture rooted in a psychology, my brother. Culture rooted in a psychology. But how we operate, how we behave, what we think is cool, what we think is fashionable, alcohol and everything sells through music.
And a culture is based on norms. This is normal activity.
But because it norm no means it is good.
In the meantime.
So because something normal is a good thing. So we now question the conditions we create normal. Enough of the things what Damien say is just symptoms of the problem that we always agree with. You can't refute them. But nobody no want to go down the common sense route of how to get rid of the problem them where we love complain about. And don't think people don't know the solution to every problem, you know. I just because them afraid of the solution them. Every problem we go on in Jamaica, them know the solution. But the leaders them afraid of it. Why? The business world rooted firmly in the creation of problems for the purpose of selling the so-called solution. So in a world where the problem profitable and the true solution is not, then it always in the best interest of people who profit from problem to keep it going. I got tell you for the million times them tie way outcome to income. So anybody who truly wants to solve a problem, I think always willing to lose money to do it. And with nobody at all not willing to lose money, then the problem have to live. And that are the design. If power come from money and money come from problem, it can't solve. The man will truly solve it have to go obscure, irrelevant, and that him can't do. Him find it difficult to do in our world and make out of egocentric values. I believe that the most dishonorable job in the entire world is a politician. They fool people for a living, mislead people for a living. Because in order for the politician have power, people have to have problem. So I hear you up on a lot of ways I say, but it go deeper. These things are true, but these things are symptoms. Nobody no want a cause, because if you fix the cause, all money stop. And that are true. So we could talk now about the part where you say, you know, on various occasions too, you know, parents should be more responsible, which is true. That is true. And you know, artists now have no influence over youth, and parents are more responsible, and the parents are more take a stand. Yeah, that's true. The parents have to fight and make sure say them guide them youth in this wicked world. That is so true. But let me tell you something more truer than that. See? Artists have more influence over people, pick me, than them. If cartel or Movada does suddenly appear, enough of them little youth at doorstep, or alkaline and skeng them, a faint to and drop down and lick head. And then now see them father and our mother. We take care of them and give them how much money from them born to this point and go on so. Make the artist a jump and you see how high they reach. But make him father or make them father make mistake and I say the same thing. And see if you don't see be a front and talk in a mind as I go suck your mother body boy. Yeah, oppress man. Artists have a responsibility to the public. We can't escape that. You have to choose the responsible? No, but you have to face the consequence of your choice. Politicians have an interest in the artist recklessness. Them eat or fight. No politician always come with so-called solution. We're never free yet. You think nobody gonna stop sell coke and them make money off a rehab? So we could talk about the movies then, where you say so dangerous, right? All right, yes they are. You know, they have influence too. But limited influence. Here's how. Because when we approach a movie with the idea says a movie. It have a beginning and it have an end. As bad as Training Day was, we realize that Denzel never dead. We see him after that. So we consciously approach movie as something when not real. But here's the difference with music now. When I used to where them think is a gangster artist on a stage, it more real to them because the show not done when them come off a stage. The artists alive and there with them. Most of the time the artists come from bad place. And I buy real gun and rum and boom give them. Our own culture we see when we see them, so it's more influential. When we see them do show, it's just a gangster we can sing. It's not a show where we make up our mind say it's a show. More influential to it. Because you hold a side there, the next side there, we just a part of something, man. This is real life. There is no script. Yes, movie and music, both things influential, but music more influential. And brother, let me tell you this. A surface reasoning that say murder is by the gun and not by a CD. You now factor in the negative message them we stuck and repeat. We help him manufacture and influence the actions of the man with the gun. We kill people. You see, not thousands of gunmen, but you don't need so much. You only need 10 who believe so where them are the right because it's glorified by artists. The artists are not gunman, but the aspiring gunman. We see the artist and the average dancehall fan are glorifying lifestyle. Have all like justification in the world for murder people if people respect him. For do it. Furthermore, nobody no watch no movie 1,000,000 times a day. So the repetition aspect is much more dangerous when it comes to music. The only visuals were just as dangerous as music, as social media, TikTok, etc. Because we think it's real. See, come back to the element of real. If people them did make up their mind, say social media not real, it wouldn't be so dangerous, you know. But when you filter your picture, you believe it, through other people believe it. And you fool yourself, say, I saw you look, and you know, say, I saw you look. Mr. Gremlin, and Miss Piggy. Our leaders now going to be the first to destroy them nation, you know, for the money where the first world country give them, you know. For turn people in a menke, you know. To keep the wheels of industry turning. I have some other country out there when a fool to the mind control, you know. Where Babylon use and take over them country, you know. Some of them have the discipline to protect themselves from it. Them know says a war are going to control the minds of man, you know. Some of them turn it back on who them see as them enemy. Alright, let me show you what I talk about. Yeah man, hear that clip here, out the fear while.
Do you know which country made TikTok? China. Do you know that China controls the algorithm of what you see? Do you know this? If you're in America and you open up TikTok, if you're in Britain and you open up TikTok, there is a specific algorithm to reach you that is not in China. If you're in China and you open up TikTok, what the Chinese government wants you to receive as youth, as people using TikTok, are people who are doing good things, achievements, youth making social enterprise, youth becoming successful in math competitions, youth becoming masters of karate, youth doing something with their life. And you are rewarded. That algorithm is that the Chinese government makes you see positive things for social development. Did you know here and in the United States, China, send you a different algorithm? Do you know what they send you? All the nonsense that you see. They want you to see girls dancing, boys and girls dancing with each other, pranks upon your parents, pranks upon people. How many pranks do you see? Yeah, I'm not saying it's not funny. Some of them are downright hilarious. But if you want to destroy a nation, destroy a generation, you make them in their mind be rewarded with the dopamine for thinking stupid things are good, thinking that this is what you're supposed to grow up doing. A large proportion of people grow up thinking that this is what life is about. But in China, they don't let their children think that.
In the meantime,
and in between time, what is coming is coming. This is how you're serious about maintaining order in your country. Don't underestimate the mind. People don't just become who them for become and function, how them for function and discipline, how them for discipline without management. You have to have leadership and not care about feelings. But when you say, wicked China, them wicked, eh? If you make sure it's for them people see only positive things. That a common sense to make sure, ensure then, so your people sensible and build a powerful nation we can stand up to any enemy, whether real or imagined. Whether it's a country or a household, where you go run properly by doing the right thing, by doing the moral thing, the godly thing. You have to go offend some whole heap of people. Because you have to protect your children, whether literal or adult, from the harm where them are going to bring themselves with them immaturity. You can't watch them feelings. When them feelings come from a low resolution interpretation of reality. You have to have the courage for a response for some people who are ball, who are runway. Because of chaos and problem, money in her. Discipline no make money. Business set up for exploit indiscipline. Alright, so we're broadcasting commission though as usual, foolishness. Just a band-aid over a gunshot tone. And as usual, the seriousness of the band still already. You see that? Because up to yesterday, me hear when I sang them, you know, with much to be said about Obiaman and gathering. So yes, man, the band is an elastic band. We're flexible. It will ease up in a certain area when it's convenient to those areas where they have to make money. That don't make no sense. Because it is true, it can't stop something where, you know, you have access to the internet, right? But make the government suggest them to regulate the internet. And see if the same government on both sides will do all kind of fuckery for 60 years. People will rob billions or maybe trillions over the course of that 60 years. And we take it and a kin with it and a hope for the best. Make them take a net. Or regulate the net then. And see if one wouldn't kill them for TikTok. If you take on a distraction for one. Still news again, one addicted to everything one sound hate. One sound serious about things, a lie, and I want change. I can't hear someone, you know. I want thing with me, you know. No, I foolishness with nobody, you know. I not take certain talk from people. People can't take me for no punk. I'm no clone. But how old are you saying that? 40, 50, 60. People taking it for fool start yesterday. Don't answer that. You think none of them willing to lose money to straighten out the country? Yeah? Friends, family members, popularity, attention. The whole are just backward talking, man. Causing crime pays.
In the meantime,
and in between time, what is coming is coming. One serious time we are living in, man. Every wickedness, every evil we are witness in a Jamaica, in the world. Don't fool yourself. What we really are witness is the idea trying to function without the process. In everything. The process tell us say you can only achieve certain things one at a time. The ideas tell us say, yeah man, you can get everything one time. But that's just an idea. It's either we do the right or the wrong, but we want to do the right and the wrong simultaneously, meaning together, same time. So yes, so we want to get rid of all of the evil, the molly and the drugs taking and all of the violence in the song, then we inspire the foolishness in the country. Yes, we mean it. But we want to keep everything, we inspire these things. Because those things make we comfortable. But the comfort our enemy. We have to be uncomfortable if we do the right thing. But we don't see that, you know. We have to be willing to be uncomfortable. We want to lie down comfortably and I develop then say we love God. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable if we take God's side. In anything at all. We have Babylon dirty system like a one good place, you know. And I devil I try to take it over. Not no go so. It's a fuck up place and God appeal to if you come away from it spiritually. But most of we don't have the courage to do that because we don't want discipline. We have this idea so if we get everything one time. We don't vote for the right and I don't believe it. We don't always want the right thing, but yet still. That song we make play now one of my most unpopular songs. About 7 or 8 years now. That song I record, you know. And God bless so much year before that me I sing it, you know. And you can tell me if you don't disagree with the song. None of them no bad. The whole of them artists, none of them no bad. Might come from the gully, but none of them no God. Who can treat me when they say this? After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for the music and it give them where them have. A good youth, I try to make a life. Yo, make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you for make choice. And bad man are two different things. One got jail and one got stick.
One of them a live it and one of them a sing. One a run from police, one a live like king. When you follow them, the badness and the badness fail you. And the authorities them run in and jail you. What? Then liar fees and regrets start nail you. Check say artists a left off a tour for bail you. Just like the politician, no for them a sell a image. Stay the fight over World Cup and what play skimmy. A lucky thing you never follow them kill half a village. Cause the papi go say sorry they and buy Vado Guineas. Hold on there! Run it! Run it! That's how they hot daddy. Go ahead. None of them no bad. None of them no bad. None of them no bad. The whole of them artists. None of them no bad. Might come from the gully but none of them no god. Who can treat when they say this? After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for do music and it give them where them have. A good youth, them a good youth. I try to make a life. Don't make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you for make choice. And bad man are two different things. One got jail and one got stick. One of them a live it and one of them a sing. One a run from police, one a live like king. When you follow them, the badness and the badness fail you. And the authorities them run in and jail you. What? Then liar fees and regrets start nail you. Check say artists a left off a tour for bail you. Just like the politician, no for them a sell a image. Stay the fight over World Cup and what play skimmy. A lucky thing you never follow them kill half a village. Cause the papi go say sorry they and buy Vado Guineas. The whole of them artists, none of them no bad. Might come from the gully but none of them no god. Can't treat when me say this. After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for do music and it give them where them have. A good youth, them a good youth. I try to make a life. Don't make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you to make a choice. Must it true them no bounty, you think them a killer. You make them tell you fi go sneak in a villa, cover face with pillar. Your check say it easy to be a Tesha Miller. Hold on there! Run it! Run it! Run it! That's how they hot daddy. Go ahead. None of them no bad. None of them no bad. None of them no bad. The whole of them artists. None of them no bad. Might come from the gully but none of them no god. Who can treat when they say this? After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for do music and it give them where them have. A good youth, them a good youth. I try to make a life. Don't make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you for make choice. And bad man are two different things. One got jail and one got stick. One of them a live it and one of them a sing. One a run from police, one a live like king. When you follow them, the badness and the badness fail you. And the authorities them run in and jail you. What? Then liar fees and regrets start nail you. Check say artists a left off a tour for bail you. Just like the politician, no for them a sell a image. Stay the fight over World Cup and what play skimmy. A lucky thing you never follow them kill half a village. Cause the papi go say sorry they and buy Vado Guineas. The whole of them artists, none of them no bad. Might come from the gully but none of them no god. Can't treat when they say this. After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for do music and it give them where them have. A good youth, them a good youth. I try to make a life. Don't make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you to make a choice. Must it true them no bounty, you think them a killer. You make them tell you fi go sneak in a villa, cover face with pillar. Your check say it easy to be a Tesha Miller. If artists even mix up in a badness saga. Them no want the life sentence for long and maga. You think they want say clans now them have to take order. On a bedside a boy and live with water. Yo them sing a tune and hold the flow they make a slang. Never broke a foot and papa neck and broke a hand. But bad man artists will the concept the wrong. Unless straight a short man do a song. The whole of them artists, none of them no bad. Might come from the gully but none of them no god. Who can treat when they say this? After none of them no mad. Them have a talent for do music and it give them where them have. A good youth, them a good youth. I try to make a life. Don't make them lyrics tell yourself me take a life. And no badness make father and live a better life. No matter where him sing it up to you to make a choice.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and in between time, what is coming is coming. Alright, my books, Planet Hurt and The Road to Zion, is available on Amazon.com. So get Planet Hurt in all forms on Amazon now. Yeah, man, I'm say all forms we are talking about audiobook. It depends on Audible, iTunes, and not just about anyway, audiobook sell. And the audio version of The Road to Zion soon ready. You know, I mean, make the them know when that ready. So, you know, get, you know, Planet Hurt locally at J.A. Deals, Constant Spring Road, you know, right across from the Transport Center. And check out them website, jadeals.com, for where them have them other locations, where them also have the book and them things. So, we are making a know that J.A. Deals also ship internationally to the Caribbean, etc. You can also get Planet Hurt upstairs Island Grill, Twin Gates Plaza, in a place named Cellular Repairs. And it also their selected location, a Kingston Bookshop. And also if your selected time, JA deals, you know, them have a limited 10% discount on the book. So, you know, find out more about that in the description. I'm going to also pin a comment with various ways of to get your hand on planet Earth. Do it now. This next section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services. As you know already, them deal with all things immigration in Canada. Your days of painting card green is over. Them fix the visa where you overstay because you're frightened and run off and know people that take advantage of you in every way, shape or form. And you work for less than where you worth. And you feel so there's no way out. Renaissance believes that as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. Just call them now at 437-703-1147 to 8. And as usual, the consultation is absolutely free.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming?
Alright. Unfortunately, kind of out of time, you know. So I have to deal with the Kanye question on the next episode. Or maybe quite a few of you feel like it would be stale by that. If at this you feel, or at this are the first thing that crossed your mind a while ago when I said that, examine if you're genuinely concerned about certain situation, or if you just want the situation to entertain you. Because the only thing will come in and out of fashion or have to follow trend is entertainment, not enlightenment. Anyway, Purple Nation, big up on yourself. Whether it's a purple scout or a purple soldier, big up on yourself, because I know say it's tough to be a grown-up. And as wicked as it be, the alternative is even worse. Big up our likers, sharers, subscribers. Weight Watchers, go and wait.
Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time.